London 2026, and what an absolutely amazing race to be part of. Record-breaking, world firsts, stunning event, beautiful weather. This is a little video about that, but obviously I couldn't do a video about me running the London Marathon without mentioning what a ridiculous event it was. We had 3 guys going below the previous world record. We had a new female world record, and the first guy and second guy ever to run sub 2 hours in marathon. Sabastian Sawe obviously makes the headlines with 1:59:30 and the win. Ridiculous pace that he ran at, and he looked so smooth and clean at the end. Second place, Kajalcho, his debut marathon, and he goes 10 seconds slower to 1:59:41, I believe. And then third place was Jacob Kiplimo, who also beat the previous world record, but came in just over the 2 hour mark, 2 hours and 28 seconds, I think. Need to double check that. Then obviously on the women's side, there was Tigst Assefa, who broke her own record and set a new world record for women only marathon of 2 hours, 15 minutes and 41 seconds. London Marathon also broke the Guinness World Record for the most amount of finishers in a marathon event, which was 59,830, I think, which beats the previous one, which was New York, which was also 59,000, but just a few less 100. So that was absolutely epic. So pleased to be and proud to be part of that race, and kind of that goes down as a sub-note in history. I was in that race when those guys went below 2 hours, which is insane. My own race was difficult, to say the least. You'll see in this video. Actually, it was one of the hardest marathons, if not the hardest marathon I've run. Therefore, you'll see me celebrating as if I've run a PB or won the race or something. I was so relieved, so proud to finish that race. So you'll see my celebrations, and I hope you can enjoy the video. And if you do, please feel free to give us a like and a subscribe. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Arriving at London Marathon Expo. Saturday morning, about 10 o'clock. Just about hitting peak Expo probably. But countdown to the start. 23 hours and 17 minutes. Okay, just while we're entering the Expo here, a very quick background to this year's London Marathon. I did the ACP 100k 5 weeks ago and kind of did it slightly injured and injured myself slightly worse than when I started. So I wasn't sure that I was going to be running this race. As it turns out, I'm super glad I did for all the reasons I described at the start of the video. If the race had been run a week earlier, I wouldn't have run. After last minute chats with my physio, we decided that I probably could start the race as long as I was prepared not to finish it. Good idea, whoever that was. So the reason for the panic and the last minute dash across Blackheath to get to the start line was I just left it too late leaving the house. I hadn't planned my travel properly. I've been spoilt in previous years by staying at my aunt's house, which is in Greenwich, and involves a casual stroll up through Greenwich Park. On Sunday I had to take buses and trains and Ubers and attempt to get Ubers and end up crammed in a train, and was at Blackheath station at 9:26. My wave due to start at 9:36, so it was a bit of a mad panic to get from the train at Blackheath station to the blue start line via lorry 21 to drop my bag off. We just about got there. Fair play, man. He chose a warm day, but yeah. Your Majesty. Good luck. Thank you. In the first half of the London Marathon, there are two kind of mega iconic parts. One is just now on screen here, which is coming around the Cutty Sark in Greenwich. Crowds are awesome, massive crowds, especially on a sunny day. 10k into the race, still feeling pretty good at this point if you're healthy.
And then just before the halfway point there is the absolutely iconic Tower Bridge crossing, where again the crowds are just ridiculous on a sunny day, any day really. That's coming up shortly. Unfortunately, I am not healthy this London, and I am feeling it already. I was feeling it the first footstep I took out of the tram train in Blackheath. Every foot strike is hurting. Every time my forefoot hits the floor, it's hurting. I've got a condition called metatarsalgia, I believe, which was only recently diagnosed. Previously thought it was plantar fasciitis, so I was sort of treating for plantar fasciitis and rehabbing for that, which clearly wasn't working. Anyway, each foot strike is pretty sore at this point. It has been from the start. My left hip is involved in the pain scenario and letting me know every left foot strike. So it's a long way to go and feeling quite sore already. If there's any place anywhere in the world, on any marathon in the world, that takes you out of yourself and makes you forget the pain and the suffering you might be going through, it is this place right here, crossing Tower Bridge in London, about 12.5 miles into the race, maybe slightly less than that, about 12.3 miles into the race. It's unbelievable. The crowds are crazy. It lifts the spirits massively, massive adrenaline rush. Got to try and remember it's not the finish line, still over halfway to go. Having started the race relatively quickly in terms of injury, I was really slowing down at this point, so we're over halfway now. We're just approaching the Canary Wharf section. One final kind of thing to look forward to is my family coming up here on the left hand side. They were very supportive, brilliant all day, and I had to put a bit of a brave face on for them and let them know everything was good and I was enjoying myself. The brave face didn't last long, and as I meandered through Canary Wharf, slowing with every mile, still 8, 9, just less than 10 miles to go, I knew I was in for a massive battle, massive slog, and to get the race done, I was gonna have to dig really, really deep and go into a place I don't normally get to in a marathon. Sadly, despite passing within about arm's length of my family, I never saw them and I didn't hear them. I was fully blinkers on, focused on one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. I thought I'd pass them, to be honest, and missed them and wasn't looking out for them. But it just goes to show the kind of mental state I was in the trenches, doing battle. I did consider quitting a number of times, but I also realised that probably the quickest way of getting to meet my family, which was the arrangement, if I DNF, then I'll meet you at the end anyway. So the quickest way for me to get there was probably to keep going, and that's what we did. Running along the Embankment with loads of support, unbelievable amount of support. It's a beautiful sunny day, the wind's at your back, less than a mile to go. But not much joy being had at the minute here. It was just endurance, enduring each footstep, which was painful, knowing each footstep brought me close to the end, and being passed by hundreds and probably thousands of people by the time I finished, but wasn't not of concern. What was only of concern was making it to the finish. As always, the crowds are absolutely amazing. London, there is no crowd in the world like the London Marathon support crowd. It's unbelievable and just the best experience you can ever have, even if you're suffering and in pain. I just love this race, so I'm getting it done today. I feel exactly the same way as I felt the first time I run it, and that is I will try and run this race every single year until I can no longer run, or they just won't let me in for some other reason. I'm not fast enough, or I haven't got a ballot place or a charity place. I will do my best to run this marathon every single year as long as possible. What a race. And just to reiterate, as I said at the start of the video, the privilege and honour of being part of the first sub 2 hour marathon in history. I know the great Eliud Kipchoge had done it as a kind of a set piece rather than a marathon race, so this is the first marathon race where it's happened, and for two guys to do that, and for me to be part of that world record breaking race is just an absolute honour and privilege, and absolutely epic. Buckingham Palace on the left. Let's get round into the Mall and get this thing done.
It's 3:06 something unofficial. Attritional. Let's call it that. Tough day. Hey. London was brilliant as always. Crowds on fourth, beautiful weather. Absolutely epic race, my favourite marathon that there is. London 2026. Done.
Guys, it's a lot quicker than empty funnel.